And I'll never forget, I leaned over this pile of puppies and Banjo is just looking up into my eyes. And I was like, oh God, here we go. My dogs and I have lived almost exclusively outdoors. We fell in love with the desert. I was going through a really bad divorce at the time, and I was living out in the desert. There was a local shelter, and they were really desperate for fosters. This litter, they were living under a shed. The mother belonged to somebody, but they couldn't afford to take care of a whole litter of puppies. And I think they had just turned 8 weeks. So they were teeny tiny. They were so cute.
I decided to foster them until they were all ready for adoption.
Are you gonna be my little sassy one, huh? No. Okay, you guys ready? Go home? Hey, you stop with this.
I loved that I had this unique experience for these puppies to come into. I just felt like I was gonna make a bunch of little adventure puppies.
Okay, we're all gonna go meet some pretty cool dogs. Don't be nervous. Oh, good playing, birdie.
I absolutely love watching my dogs kind of inspire their confidence. I took them all out into the desert. We would go on these like short little adventures because about an 800-foot hike and those puppies were passed out. And it was so fun watching them gain their confidence. They would make these little leaps off my porch.
Banjo, hi, puppy.
I guess Banjo just, I didn't quite know it yet, but he fit into it more so than anybody else.
Come on.
I think what stuck out to me about Banjo is that I stuck out to him, was fixed on me. I mean, like, almost like old soul eyes. He was always like paying attention, trying to get closest to me. Watching him try to follow all of the dogs around.
Wow, that's so cute.
Sort of brought this like fresh energy. He did not want to leave the trailer. He was like, this is home. I knew by the first night that I was in trouble. I mean, it happened quick. It's like just this feeling. I went back to this concept of like, well, why can't I have 4 dogs? Banjo's brothers and sisters were all adopted. They were adopted into really cool, adventurous lives as well. And it was only Banjo left. That's when we really started getting back into the level of adventures that I would do, which would be hiking for miles or going camping overnight. In the beginning, it was quite easy because he was small enough where I would put him in my backpack on my chest like a baby because I knew he was too small to make some of these leaps or go through some of these canyons. His confidence was astounding. He was the bravest little puppy. Just following what the other dogs were doing, seeing that they loved this environment, and I think that made him feel very safe in it. Just seeing the world through their eyes really makes you fall in love with it all over again. I was in a really dark place at the time, you know, post-divorce and post-COVID. Banjo brought me a much-needed sense of joy and sort of reinvigorated my love for this life that I was leading because I got to teach it. So he really proved to me that I could be this person that I was before. And that's like a really irreplaceable bond.